Good morning. Day 71. Working on the Three Ridges climb and cleaning cobwebs this morning. It's also darker than usual at this hour, but it looks like I do see blue sky and a cloud bank. Yeah. Just had a few little sprinkles last night. No rain, so that's good. My tent is mostly dry except for the floor, inside and out, which means I'm gonna probably have to stop and dry it out at some point before the next rain, or not. And it's already pretty humid. I could use to take my alpaca sweater off already, especially because I'm climbing. We'll stop and do that soon. Well, the woman yesterday with the dog named Charlie told me that the priest was easy compared to the Three Ridges. And now I'm seeing why. My lovely friends, the Rocks, are back. And it is making things very slow going. I am extremely pleased that I did not attempt this last night. I would have been miserable, and it would have been really late when I reached the other side. But look at this. Rocks, rocks, rocks. Ooh, can't wait to get through this. I'm guessing I made it up to the first of the Three Ridges. And I'm glad I'm up here. It is so humid and sticky down in the forest, but there's a nice breeze blowing up here, and that definitely helps things. And this guy right here, that's the priest. That's what I came down yesterday afternoon. It really wasn't that bad. Looks like I've got some more climbing to do. 2 big bumps up there. So glad that I waited though. It's beautiful up here, and yesterday I would have just been walking around in clouds. Okay, turns out that Three Ridges is not just Three Ridges, it's an actual mountain with a little mountain before it that I showed you in one of the previous videos. That little hump being called Chimney Rock. And I made it up and over. It was steep and I'd say challenging, but it wasn't horrible. Now that we've got our trail legs, you just kind of have to go into that mindset and get up it. Disappointingly, tons of camping in 2 different locations. I could have probably totally been happy and satisfied with the one closest to the shelter, and I could have gotten in an extra couple miles. But I didn't know. There were 0 comments about camping on Far Out, except for Three Ridges, and honestly, they were buried a little bit and I didn't see them. But again, I probably would have not done it because the forecast said thunderstorms, and there ended up not even being a crack of thunder yesterday, except for the one that I thought I might have heard by the road, and it could have been a car, as I had mentioned before. But, you know, that's just how things go out here. You know, it's not perfect, and you just have to work with it. In other news, I'm happy to report that y'all will be getting more videos because last night I had a technical issue that I thought was going to put this whole project to an end. But I am happy to report that I have just managed to rectify the situation and we're all safe and moving forward again. So hope you enjoy them. Wow, 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 I'm blown away again. Look at this view. Oh my goodness. Look at this view. Wow. So again, this is the priest right here. Came down that yesterday afternoon. Came across and then camped at the bottom of this ridgeline and climbed up this today. This right here is Chimney Rock. Doesn't look so bad from here. And then the final push up to Three Ridges. Beautiful flat spot on top for camping. No doubt. Gorgeous. I truly think this is one of the best views of the whole trail that I have seen so far. It is phenomenal. Great view. This is a good day. So beautiful. I hope the rain holds off as long as possible. Well, I can put that whole fretting business of getting to camp early yesterday to bed. If I had kept going last night, I would have never gotten that view. It would have totally been fogged in. So there you have it. Okay, I just took my lunch break, got rid of all my trash, dried out my tent, which took seconds flat because it's that warm out. Worked on reservations for lodging in Waynesboro. Not gonna wait around until the last minute for that anymore. And checked again, looking ahead for some camping. So I'm probably gonna end up at that campsite where there's been a bear problem in the past. Hopefully I get a good bear hang tonight and I don't have any problems. There hasn't been any reports recently, but there was a sign posted that said AT hikers have been noting bear activity starting right around that campsite. So maybe it's right on the outskirts and we should be okay. My only worry is it's definitely mama bear and cubs season, and what if the cubs are on one side of my tent and mama bear is on the other side? What else? Some bikers at the overlook where I stopped said that it's gonna start raining around 4 o'clock. That may put a wrench in my plans. I've gone 8.5 miles already. I'm hoping to get 10 more today. I need to get moving to make up for some of the lost time that I incurred this morning. I usually like to have 10 by noon. And there's a few places to camp that are not all the way. So if it rains, then I'll probably stop earlier, and that will just eliminate the bear issue. It's just gonna make my hike into Waynesboro tomorrow a little bit longer. If I get 10 more in today, then I'll just have 8.5 tomorrow, which is a nice number. I'd like to keep it that low. Okay, this is the biggest snake I've seen to date. I don't know what kind of snake this is. I've never seen one like it. Snake number 2 in less than a half a mile. He's not very big. This is probably a garter snake. There it goes. Well, I just finished up about 2 miles of a super rocky, nasty, yucky, unappealing section. You know how I love rocks. But it looks like I might have a really pretty stretch right here, so let me show you. Start off with this really grand view, which is just steps off the trail. So this is Waynesboro out in the distance. It's my next stop. And some of the mountains that I have been playing around in. And then the trail starts right here. Some nice little ridge walking. So this area is called Humpback Rocks. So we're gonna just run up here real quick, check out the view, and head back because I left my pack up at the trail junction. And there's a few people walking around up here. Not that I think they would want to carry a pack like that, but you know, it's also bear territory. And it might be getting to be dinner time for the bears. Might be a worthy little side trip. Wow, I feel like I'm on top of a 14er right now. I'm safely reunited with my pack, and it was so worth going down there to do Humpback Rocks. Glad I did it. Set me back a little bit on time. But another thing that's of interest is that the mosquitoes are out. They're swarming, but they're not bothering me. It's gotta be the permethrin that I sprayed all my gear with. They totally disappeared as soon as I put my pack back on. So I'll take it. All right, we only have like 1.7 left to camp, and I think we're gonna do something a little bit differently tonight. So stay tuned. Every now and then I get stretches of really rocky stuff like this, and then it opens up. It's a nice smooth trail. I have about 1.5 miles to go, and my feet are officially getting sore. Imagine my surprise. There's been a lot of rocks on the trail today. So at this point, I just have to hang in there and get myself to camp.